Hello, we are gonna poke the mans. I want that and that. Hello, good evening Rubik, good evening Merlin. Thank you for feeding Carby. Also, new Carby, who dis? It's still pink. So yes, we are going to start a playthrough of Soul Silver. Oh, and burp. Yeah, Carby decided to join us tonight, apparently. Also, hi, Mom. I'll first tell you important things about the game. Well, we have control info, adventure info, and no info needed. And yeah, I know I'm only displaying the top screen, because the bottom screen in Heart Gold Soul Silver is essentially just the menu all the time. So it doesn't necessarily need to be on screen. ... Looks like the sun is descending in the sky. So this would be what is called twilight, wouldn't it? Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Oak, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. Also, I'm sorry for any weird rushing noises in the background. Kara is showering, which is right next to where I'm recording on the other side of the wall. So there may be whooshy, watery sounds. Your favorite? Are you playing Black and White again? Ooh, excellent. I was actually debating between doing a playthrough of Heart Gold Soul Silver and doing a playthrough of Black 2, White 2. So I'll probably do Gen 5 next after this, but there's a very specific reason I picked Heart Gold Soul Silver, which we'll get to in a second. Before we go any further, I'd like to tell you a few things you should know about this world. God, give me faster text speed. This world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. I remembered I just have to hold down the key. Randomized with a Litwick starter? Oh, that is good. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, and at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. Where did the Marill go, Professor? Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a boy or are you a girl? Won't you please tell me? We'll go with female. So you're a girl then? Yes. Please tell me your name. Your name is SJ? Yes. SJ, are you ready? Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. Fun experiences, difficult experiences, there's so much waiting for you. Dreams, adventure, let's go to the world of Pokemon. Yeah, Marill just wandered away. It's fine. I'll see you later. Ah yes, the traditional shrinkage. Okay. Is there anything in the PC this gen? I don't remember. Oh, there is. There's a letter from Ethan. Read it. Does it show on the top screen? Adventure! Excited! I love Pokemon! Oh yeah, this is one of the generations where the mail was the stupid, pre-formed phrases. Okay. Hi, SJ, you're finally awake. Your friend Ethan was just here. He was playing hide-and-seek with his Marill. Oh, I almost forgot. Our acquaintance, Professor Elm, was looking for you. He said he had a favor to ask of you. You know where the lab is, right? It's right next door to us. By the way, do you have everything you need to go out? Here, use this bag to carry things. This is your trainer card, and she's just adding buttons to the main menu at the bottom. Here you can save a record of your progress. These are also rather helpful, my options. Just try touching the buttons and you'll know what to do in no time. Okay. Give me... Oh, nope. Wrong button. Give me my options. Text speed fast. Thank you. What type of window frame do we want? The purple was nice. Ooh. Some of these are distracting. Actually, I like this one. We'll go with this one. Okay. Do we start with running shoes? We do not start with running shoes. Meryl! There it is. Aw, his Meryl loves him so much. Nope. No, we do not have the running shoes yet. Oh. Hi, Silver. So this is the famous Elm Pokemon Lab. What are you staring at? Hi, Silver. Hi, SJ. I've been waiting for you. What theme are we going with this time around? So, you'll notice there's a little counter right underneath me. The reason I picked Heart Gold Soul Silver is because you have follower Pokemon. The first Pokemon in your party will actually follow behind you on the screen. And if that Pokemon happens to be shiny, the icon following behind you will also show shiny. So we're going to be doing a thing called a badge quest, which is a shiny hunting game where essentially before each badge, we have to catch a shiny. So it can be whatever method. We could soft reset for the starters. We could just wander around in one of the routes. If we have access to the daycare, we could hatch eggs. But before I tackle the first gym, I have to have a shiny. And then before I tackle the next gym, I have to have another shiny. And this game is randomized. So we will, I figured we would check the starters, see what they are, decide if we want to soft reset for them. Probably not, though, just because I find soft resetting very annoying. And then we'll go scout out the routes between here and the first gym, which is quite a bit between here and Faulkner, and figure out what we want to run around in and hunt, because it'll probably be a while. And so, yeah, the counter is down there to track our progress so we can cry about how over odds we are. And we will be ending this run with at least 8 shinies. Oh no, a boop! A boop out of nowhere. Hey, Yalk. Do you know anything about my research? As you know, Pokemon are carried in Pokeballs these days. But before the Pokeball was invented, people used to walk with Pokemon. Just like your friend Ethan does. Pokeballs are great because you can carry many Pokemon. But walking with Pokemon must have some advantages. It could have something to do with how Pokemon grow or evolve. So I'm going to give you a Pokemon. Can you walk beside this Pokemon outside of its Pokeball to see if this brings any special feelings or bonds between Pokemon and people? The device over there has some Pokemon you could choose from. Oh, hey, I got an email. Uh-huh. Okay. Hey, listen, I have this acquaintance that people call Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying this time it's real. It's probably another Pokemon egg, but we're still so busy with our Pokemon research. Wait, I know. You can go in our place, right? Can we count on you? You could choose one of the Pokemon over there. Okay. I'm just gonna save. Oh, shoot. Nope, wrong button. It will not let me. Because I had already started a file. Oops, select B. Well then, 1 second. We are going to have to quickly reboot here. I didn't realize that this was one of the ones where you have to actually erase the current save file before it will let you do a new one. Where's my reset button? It's fine. Everything is fine. Ooh, sandwich. Sandwich and then Bex roots. Okay, so up. Which button do I have tagged to select? There we go. Yes. Yes, I know. Lol, Pokewalker. I miss using the Pokewalker. I did. I installed it and tried like twice to configure it, and it told me, oh no, there's no configuration. So it should be active. Yeah, this is riveting content. My apologies. Wow, this is taking a while. Come on, game. You got this. Everybody look at how cute Carby is. Sitting on my head. But yeah, I think it's as easy as... Yes. Yes. No, that didn't do anything. Okay, take two. Unless you have to like specify. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really had a chance to look at how it works. Okay, let's speed through this. Hi again, Professor Oak. Yes, yes. I need to whitelist something? Interesting. But it's through Discord? Oh yeah, I think that's why I didn't end up doing anything with it, because I'm like, this is weird, and I have too many Discords already. Yeah, I'll take a look at it later. Yay, another Discord to ignore. Okay, we are back here. Hi, Mom. Well, hi, pixelated game mom, as opposed to my real mom. I don't know, it kind of looks like you, though, Mom. It doesn't not look like you. Put those into a folder and ignore them. Yeah, I do the same thing, essentially. I have a folder of like minimized game discords with all of the alerts muted. Hi, Meryl. Such a good Meryl. Fancy little Meryl. Okay. I'm gonna have to redo my options. 1 sec. Text speed, fast. Frame type, yeah, that one. Okay, there we go. Hi, Silver. Continue spying on us, I guess. Alright, take two. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to turn you up to hear you over the rain. Boo Ray? Do we like the rain or do we not like the rain? Is this good rain or annoying rain? Uh-huh. Rain is cold and wet? Oh no! Definitely boo then. Icky November rain. These are creatures of sunbeams. Yeah, that tracks. Okay. We have a Pokemon. Let's try this again. Save. Yes. Now we save. There we go. Okay, let's see what our randomized starters are. Touch a Pokeball to see what Pokemon is inside. Ooh! Baby! I don't even have to look at the other two. Yeah, baby! Excellent. Now what are we going to name her? Well, yes, obviously, but what are we going to name her? Because I'm a Mareep. Mareep is me. My hair is fluffy and staticky. I'm the Mareep. Actually, yes. Let's call it Maria. Because I am the Mareep. The Mareep is me. Yes. Mons are being poked in new ways. Hey, same brain cell, Dobby. You can take it all the way to Mr. Pokemon's house. If your Pokemon gets hurt, you can heal it with this machine. It's so easy to use. Just check the PC on my desk. Mr. Pokemon goes everywhere and finds rarities. His house is past Cherry Grove City. Go north a little past Cherry Grove. I'm counting on you, SJ. Okay, so for those that are new, SJ, I want you to have these to help you with your task. Oh yeah, they just give us helpful things. Pokemon are weak in the beginning. Don't hesitate to use a potion if you think yours is in danger. We will be... Oh, I guess that actually does technically count as our first encounter. Do we now name all the Mons for different names for SJ? I mean, we could try. SJ, so you picked a Mareep. That's a cute Pokemon you have. When you walk with it, it'll become more friendly. You should turn around and talk to it sometimes, too. Well, that's right. Why don't you show it to your mom? See ya. Hey, Mom, look at my Mareep. Actually, yes, let's look at our Mareep. So this new playthrough is going to be something called a badge quest, wherein before we tackle the first badge, we have to find a shiny. Oh, it's adamant nature, which is interesting. Adamant being increased attack and decreased special attack, which is not ideal. Oh, did I randomize abilities on this? It looks like I randomized abilities on this. Tinted Lens powers up not very effective moves. And it looks like I also must have randomized the movesets. I set this up a while ago, so I don't exactly remember. Because, heads up, y'all, this Mareep knows Thunderbolt, Discharge, and Self-Destruct.
That seems unsafe.
I have concerns about this poor Mareep. Hi!
Oh, hi, sorry if the stream heard my death rattles next door.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. Do you want coffee or are you good with that?
No, coffee would be great. That one's almost empty.
Cool. Also, do we know how big the baby corn is?
8 pounds something, Mom, I think.
That big?
Yeah.
That's big.
Well, I mean, Andrew was 10 pounds.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Your poor mother.
Yeah. No, Henry was 8 pounds something, I believe.
That's still a lot of baby.
It is a lot of baby. But good baby. And he and Cassidy are apparently both doing very well.
Good. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go get you
Yay,
And
coffee!
get me coffee.
Yay, coffee! Oh, okay, 8 pounds, 0 ounces, 8 pounds even. Yeah, I have concerns about the self-destructing Mareep. I had forgotten I randomized movesets in this. This is going to be interesting. 20.5 inches? Yeah, that tracks. Wasn't I like 21 inches when I was born? Wait a sec. Yes, Mrs. NPC? Did you leave your Pokegear at home? Oh, right, we're supposed to go see Mom. You should ask your mom. Will she also give me the running shoes? Oh, SJ, that's a cute Pokemon you have. Professor Elm must have given it to you? Oh, Professor Elm has a task for you, you say? What kind of task? Pardon me. I see. That sounds a little difficult. But when someone makes that kind of request of you, it must be important. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. Your Pokegear came back from the repair shop. Here you go. Yay, Pokegear. Yeah, the professor didn't... I mean, if I remember right, in Heart Gold Soul Silver, aren't you supposed to be like 15 or something? I mean, that's adventuring age. I can go off on my own. The Pokemon Gear, or Pokegear as it's often called, is what every trainer should have. Guess what? You can use the Pokegear to make a phone call, too. Do you remember how? Yes. Just power on the Pokegear and touch the telephone button, okay? The names of the people you can call are automatically registered. Just select one to give him or her a call. Wow, I can't believe it's so easy to make a phone call. It's a flip phone. You're 10, that's old enough to leave the house. Get out of here. Yeah, exactly. Ooh, sandwich. Kind of sandwich. If it's Jimmy John's, I'll just cry. Just a little bit. Still no running shoes. Hey, the Professor Elm discovered some new Pokemon. Yeah, okay. NPCs. Oh, Jimmy John's. I miss them. Wait 1 second. Now what? I almost completely forgot about this. Here, I'll give you my number. SJ registered Professor Elm in the Pokegear. I'll call you if anything comes up. Thank you. Right, I don't get the Pokedex until I meet Professor Oak at Mr. Pokemon's house. Alright, we don't have any Pokeballs yet, so hopefully we don't... Wouldn't that be awful? We're hunting for shinies, so we just find a shiny here and now when we don't have Pokeballs. Cheesy beef crunch with fried onions for the crunch. That actually sounds pretty good. Oh, the Hoodoo has snow warning? Concerning. No, we are not self-destructing the Mareep. But starting with Thunderbolt is a little bit OP. But at least it's easy experience. And I'm not putting any restrictions on what I catch. I can catch other Pokemon that aren't shiny. It's just before I take on a badge, I have to have caught a shiny. Oh, I think I have to go around the long way here, don't I? Yeah, because that's another tree. Yep. Henry was born. Oh, yeah, interesting. I forgot that they were in a different time zone than us. The number is the number of encounters that we've had, so we can track how long it takes us to actually find a shiny. I've got it set up so that I just have to hit a button on my keyboard and it'll automatically increment. So each time we encounter something, I can make it go up. Ooh, apricorns. Oh, right. I have to get the silly bag first. Are you the person that gives us something, though? I think this is one of the day of the week persons. Oh, no, she just tells us about the ledges. Yeah, and I'm glad he was still born. I'm glad he was born before midnight his time, though, because November 1st is Grandpa's birthday. You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell.
Whose birthday is November 1st?
So Grandpa Mac
Yes,
was born November 1st, and now Henry. He was born on Grandpa Mac's birthday.
Is Grandpa Mac the Henry that he's named for? Or
No.
Other grandpa was Henry.
Neither of our grandpas is Henry. I think it's one of Cassidy's relatives.
Oh, I thought Henry was one of your families.
No, my other grandfather, my grandfathers were Charles and James.
I always forget.
Thank you for the coffee.
Side effect of never meeting them. So.
Yeah.
Also, Sasha's a bad kitty.
Uh-oh.
Fortunately, the pea pad caught it all.
Oh, no. Also,
wait.
Creature. Wait. Come here.
Wait, I'm going to shame her publicly.
Oh, no.
This creature pees on cushions she loves. We've had to resort to puppy pads everywhere. Awful.
She's gonna smack me. Also, that's from Yalk. You're being side-eyed, Yalk. Where were we? That's okay. Everyone is a rookie at some point. If you'd like, I can teach you a few things. Okay, then, follow me. He gives me no choice. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that you weren't wearing the running shoes. Yay! I'll try to go as slow as possible, so try keeping up. Yeah, I like that I get the running shoes from just a random old man. I did not set it up that shinies are more common. The shiny odds are completely unchanged. This is going to be a bit of a grind, but I'm kind of here for that. It is randomized, so there's quite a bit of ground to cover between here and the first gym, so we can kind of scout around and see what's appearing and see kind of which route we want to hunt on. This is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon in no time at all. You'll be relying on them a lot, so you better learn about them. This is a Pokemon Mart. They sell Pokeballs for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. Noom. Route 30 is out this way. Trainers will be battling their Pokemon there. If you go a little further, you'll see Mr. Pokemon's house. This is the sea, as you can see. Some Pokemon are found only in water. Here, it's my house. For your effort keeping up with me, I'll give you my running shoes. Ah, they're yours? They're still warm. I don't think I want these. Got you, didn't I? Don't worry, these are brand new. Ah, amazing. Have I mentioned it's been a while since I played this? Yay, running shoes. From the Guide Gent. Hold the B button down to sprint. Will do. Yay! Excellent. How do I fit in this old man's shoes even? Oh, and we can use them indoors. Excellent. Hi, Nurse Joy. I do love that the Pokemon just kind of toodles around and hops up. Maybe they're Crocs. They're just like a one-size-fits-all. Or they're like swim shoes that like stretch around your foot. I don't know. Magic Pokemon shoes. Does he say anything if I go in and talk to him again? When I was a wee lad, I was a hotshot trainer. Here's some words of advice. Catch a lot of Pokemon, but you can only take 6 with you. If you catch more, they'll be sent to your PC. Ooh, tacos for Carby. Thank you, Mom. They won't run away from the PC, so there's no need to be alarmed. Remember what I'm about to tell you. Treat them all with utmost kindness. Yes, sir. Okay, I think we have to go see Mr. Pokemon before we can get any Pokeballs. Because I don't... As is tradition, Pretty sure we don't have any here. Nope. Potion, antidote, paralyze heal. Ooh, new Carby. Gotta switch windows so I can see. Still pink! Well, purple. Oh, and carrots for Carby. Excellent. But also, I like the bright aqua. That's nice. But still pink. I swear I haven't locked their colors. Oh. Hello, sir. Hoof, hoof, I made it. Forgot about one thing. This is another token from me. Take it. The guy Gent loaded the map card on SJ's Pokegear. Yay! Oh, battle. And we win! Yay! Excellent. 14 extra wide? Ooh. Yeah, that's rough. Select the Pokegear on the touchscreen and then select the town map icon. You'll see the map of the region you're currently in. The Pokegear becomes more useful as you add cards. I wish you luck on your journey. Alright, Route 30. Let's go find Mr. Pokemon. Ooh, Azurill. Cutie. You know, I only just noticed that this Mareep is male, but that's fine. I don't even care. Pokeball. Items are definitely randomized. Oh, a Thunderstone! Damn! Maybe that's a signal this will be a lucky run. Still don't have an Apricorn bag. And... oh no, it's beyond here where there's doofuses fighting. Hey, kiddo! How in the world can you be so oblivious to my eye-catching house? Oh, I guess I was supposed to go in and talk to him. Hold it right there! I'm just so used to ignoring NPCs. Goopo Flop! When you follow that path up north, you will see Mr. Pokemon's house. But before you go, let me finish what I have to say. Do you have any apricorns? Apricorn trees bear fruit once a day. I have one of those trees too. Apricorns are really something. You can make Pokeballs and other things. They are quite useful. I have a feeling this is meant to be because I have something for you. Yay, the Apricorn box. With that Apricorn box, you can carry so many Apricorns. You'll be a decent Apricorn collector. Well, thank you. Now I can shake this tree. Green! Or I guess Gurn. It's a Gurn Apricorn. Guess I'll have to talk to you again. Hey, collector of Apricorns! Have you noticed that Apricorn colors are different from tree to tree? Try to remember what color of Apricorn you get from each tree. But why? Pokeball. See you, item. Ooh, a Makuhita. Interesting. So this route so far is Azurill and Makuhita. Oh, poor baby. Knocked itself out. Oh, that's a lot of EXP. Excellent. Yay, level 6. We do have mint tea. Mosaic mail. Excellent. Ah yes, here's the doofuses blocking the path. A Rattata and a Pidgey. How cute. Oh no! Kara, you can't! Miller needs his pets. Ooh, an Inkata. That's interesting too. Oh shoot. That's problematic. All I have is electric attacks and self-destruct, which is also less than helpful. Okay. Gonna have to catch something else if I want to deal with the Ninkata. Good to know. I think there's another item ball over here somewhere. I'm probably wrong. I am wrong. Ooh, apricorn. It's an apricorn tree. They wiggle, they spit. It's punk apricorn. Punk. Self-care is best care. All care, good care. Excellent. Yes. Ah yes, more old men. You must be SJ. It was I who sent an email to Professor Elm earlier. Is it an egg? This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. An egg! Will the egg be randomized too? It should be. A friend of mine from Ecritique gave it to me. Hydrate? I shall hydrate. Yeah, Mom, you fit in right here. You fit in perfectly right here. I bet you can't find this kind of egg in Johto. I thought Professor Elm might be able to tell what it is. He's the best when it comes to the research of Pokemon evolution. That's a quote from the famous Professor Oak. It's a sparkly egg? Wouldn't that be lucky? You are returning to Professor Elm? Here, your Pokemon should have some rest. Oh, thank you. And with that, I'm Professor Oak, a Pokemon researcher. So you're SJ. Dude, I just saw you like 10 minutes ago. I was just visiting my friend Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon. I mean, you're from Kanto, so I guess you would think that. Sorry, friends. Sorry. I'm no longer stopped up, but my nose has decided to be drippy. I see. You must be helping Professor Elm's research. I think I understand why Professor Elm gave you that Pokemon. You will treat your Pokemon with love and care, it seems. Ah. You seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See? This is the latest version of the Pokedex. Oh, that's true. Everything's randomized. Maybe Mareep is super rare. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. I'd like you to have it. Yay, Pokedex! Go meet many kinds of Pokemon and complete that Pokedex. But I've stayed too long. I have to get to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. SJ, I have a feeling that this is not the last time we'll meet. Let's exchange numbers, just to be on the safe side. Registered Professor Oak in the Pokegear. This is an unpaid research fellowship, right? Pay your interns. No, Mr. Pokemon paid with an egg. Professor Oak hasn't given me jack shit. Oh, my Pokegear is ringing. Hello? SJ? It's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no. Please get back here now. Click. Okay then. Concerns. Oh no, Silver stole the Diglett, didn't he? Oh no. Oh, this is going to be bad. I wonder if I can level up enough to learn a new move. Oh, if he's got the Diglett, I have nothing to damage him with. Can't fight the Ninkata, they're ground. Because I don't think I can get Pokeballs to catch anything else until after I fight him. I don't remember which way around the Pokeballs were. I don't remember if he'll have the Whismur or the Diglett. I think we're supposed to be like 15, but yeah, still. Oh, right. Increment the counter. Because, yeah, we could technically run into a shiny before we even have Pokeballs. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, Okay, well, let's save and initiate the fight. And if he's got the Diglett, I guess we'll reload and figure out what we're doing. But maybe we're lucky and he has the Whismur. Ooh, Randus does have interns. Neat. Okay. So I'm pretty sure as soon as we try to leave, yeah, Silver ambushes us. We've got a Pokemon at the lab. What a waste. That's a Pokemon that's too good for a whip like you. Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, please Whismur, please Whismur. Engineer boy. Oh, interesting. It just re-randomized his starter. Interesting. He didn't actually end up taking either one of the other balls. Or when he did, rather. Interesting. I did not know that was going to happen. Boy, I love my sheep. You'll notice the sheep is named after me because I am the sheep is me. My hair is very fluffy and staticky, and blonde, so I've always like really identified with Mareep. It's actually one of my favorites. So yes, I went for the Mareep instantly. Okay, cool. Well, it's not a Diglett, so we're fine. I mean, that's valid, Randus. You are welcome to play the way that you would like to play. By all means. Down goes the Carnivine. I mean, the fact that Maria's starting with Thunderbolt is a little bit OP. Level 7. Oh, that's a lot of XP. I guess that's what happens when you're defeating a Pokemon from way later in the game. Are we gonna... Okay, we're not gonna level again. Do you want to know who I am? I'm gonna be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Give it back! That's my trainer card! Oh no, you saw my name. I saw your name like a good 15 years ago, bud. Okay. Now, time for Pokeballs. Oh, Apricorn. It's an apricorn tree. Another Gurn. It's a single stage, so it's worth the XP of a final evolution. Makes sense. Good luck for me. Alright, let's not encounter anything just now, because we're about to get Pokeballs. Carefully skirting. My we've also got the route to the north we can check too. We have choices. Right. I guess I should talk to Elm. Who are you? We are investigating the case of the missing Pokemon here. Rule number 1. Whoever did it will come back to the site. Oh my. So you must be the one who did it? No. Hold on a sec. She has nothing to do with it. I saw it. There was a red-haired boy looking into the building. What? You battled a boy like that? He must be the one who did it. Did you happen to get his name? I did. His name is Silver. Because that's his name. That's always been his name. He caught us red-handed. I see, so Silver was his name. Thanks for helping my investigation. My next assignment is to search for this red-haired individual. SJ, I'm glad they understand you're innocent. See you later. Thanks for the backup, I guess. SJ, this is terrible. Oh, yes, what was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? An egg. Huh? This is an egg, isn't it? This egg may be something I've never seen. Still, it's just an egg. Mr. Pokemon is always fascinated by eggs. Well, since he gave it to us, we might as well find out what secret it holds. I'll keep it for a while to find out about the egg. What? Professor Oak gave you a Pokedex? SJ, is that true? That's incredible! Yowk, don't boot Kara. She's done nothing wrong. He is superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. Wow, SJ, I knew you were a little different. Things are going to be fun. Your Pokemon seem to really like you, so why don't you take the Pokemon Gym Challenge? If you manage to defeat all the gym leaders, you'll eventually challenge the Pokemon League champion. Or not, haha. Becoming the champion is not at all easy, but you can certainly challenge Violet City's gym. SJ, challenging the gym scattered around will be a long journey. Before you leave, make sure that you talk to your mom. Hi, Mom. So, you're leaving on an adventure. Okay, I'll help too. But what can I do for you? I know. Every time you receive prize money, I'll save some of it for you. On a long journey, money's important. Do you want me to save your money for you? Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll take care of your money. Be careful. Pokemon are your friends. When you work as a team, you can accomplish anything. Now, go on. Yay. Oh, wait. Does the lab assistant give me free Pokeballs in this one? Spends it on random junk? I know, but it's kind of fun. I'm wondering if those items get randomized too? Maybe she'll randomly send me really useful things? There was a loud noise outside. When we went to look, someone stole a Pokemon. Ah, that stolen Pokemon. I wonder how it's doing. They say a Pokemon raised by a bad person turns bad itself. Well, I mean, this one turned into a Carnivine, so... Alright, and now Ethan with the catching tutorial. Oh yeah, Ethan gives us the Pokeballs. Apple cider mint tea? Ooh, that sounds lovely. There you are. SJ, you can catch wild Pokemon with Pokeballs. Follow me. Oh, is this going to be randomized too? Is he still going to have a Marill? Ooh, a Slowpoke. No, he doesn't have a Marill. Interesting. And he's showing me on the bottom screen what buttons to push. Whoa! The level 5 Mr. Mime knows Judgment, which is Dialga's legendary attack. My god. Alright, I got its HP down. Time to throw a Pokeball. Has anyone ever used an X attack before? Nope, I sold them all. Because as a kid, I somehow got the idea in my head, I think because of the X, that they were all drugs and they were bad and I shouldn't use them on my Pokemon, so I never have. Not just because they're useless, but because, like, as a kid, I actually thought they were bad. And I don't really know why. See? Just like that. It's better to lower your target's HP more than I did, or make it sleep or something. You can try all kinds of things to see what works. I'll give you these. Good luck! Pokeballs! See ya! And now I can buy more, I think. Okay, so time to actually start hunting. So we've got this route, which we know has Hoodoo. And Sentret. Interesting. Sentret has Intimidate. Okay, good to know. Should probably catch one or two of these. Maybe I'll catch a Hoodoo. Just so that I can have something to, you know, damage those Nincada. Oh, I think there might be an item up there. Remember, I gotta remember to increment my counter for wild battles. Ta-da, level 9. There are hidden items up here. There's one of those Nincada again. Which I cannot hurt at the moment. Aha! Item ball. Are the shinies all I can use against the gym? I haven't decided yet. That's certainly an option we could go with. Also, when I randomized this, because I knew that I would only be playing certain hours of the day, I actually turned off that setting. So all times of the day will use the same encounter table. It actually accounts for that. Which is nice, because otherwise I would never end up getting any of the daytime shinies. Thunderbolt being OP at this level also makes it difficult to weaken wild Pokemon to catch them. I'll probably just faint them outright. True. I do also have Discharge, which, if I remember right, is a damaging move. Also, these Pokemon are low level enough. I should just be able to huck Pokeballs at them full health and hope they catch. I'll probably need to buy more Pokeballs, though. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom of Route 46 here. You should try different routes sometime. You never know what Pokemon you're going to get. Well, no, I certainly don't. Oh, a Growlithe. That's good. I could name it Merlin. How much does Discharge do? Oh! That's interesting. That's also interesting. Oh no. Yeah, let's, it's level 3. Let's huck a Pokeball at it and see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, there we go. It's level 3. Excellent. Growlithe data was added to the Pokedex. Extremely loyal, it will fearlessly bark at any opponent to protect its own trainer from harm. Aww. gonna name it Merlin. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, and it's holding an item. It's holding a smoke ball. Neat. Bashful nature. Highly curious. Bashful is neutral, it looks like. Volt absorb. Restores HP if hit by an electric type move. Goodness. And it knows Flame Wheel and Flare Blitz. Oh, and Merlin has given out, oh my gosh, 5 community subs. To Magical Quill, Anime Kitty, Brickyverse, The Pastry Divas, and Free Rosie. Thank you, Merlin. Oh my gosh. Well, now we're definitely going to be using this. A doubles team, right? Because, yeah. Ooh, a Goldeen. Interesting. Yeah, because Mareep could use... Mareep could use Discharge and just heal up Merlin. Excellent. I don't remember how prominent double battles are in this game, but yeah, holy crap. Oh, I like that emote, Yalk. That's excellent. Where does that one come from? Or I guess who does that one come from? Oh, right. Increment my counter. Ooh, and Hoppip. We might be shiny hunting on this route. Gift another 5 if we end up with a shiny Growlithe. Alright, I guess we're shiny hunting here. Fair enough. Man, shiny Growlithe would be rad though. It's bright yellow. It sounds like a bribe. I mean, it works. What Pokemon would I name after Yalk? No, it's 7 o'clock. It is now nighttime. But like I said, every time of day should use the same encounter table. Oh, and Nidoran. Ooh, that would be a cool shiny too. Yep, we're staying here. The first one that jumps to mind, Yalk, is Puchiena Mightyena because of Miller. But at that point, I should just name it Miller. Which one would I name Yalk? It's a good question. How does one shiny hunt? There's a couple different methods at the moment. Run around and do encounters. And eventually one of them will be shiny. Eventually. There is Masuda method, which will be difficult for me to do on here, because it requires trading. I don't think I'm strong enough to actually take it out with same type moves. Masuda method is if you have 2 Pokemon that are from 2 different language games and put them in the daycare together, it halves the shiny odds for the eggs. But since it would be very difficult for me to get my hands on a different language Pokemon, that's off the table. So any eggs we get will be full odds. In Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Well, okay, yeah, so it makes it twice as likely that you will get a shiny. It takes the odds from, I want to say normal odds in this game are 1 in 8192. Oh, Talo, cool. And it would take it down to 1 in 4096, I think. To answer that, Randus, I'm planning to grind for quite a while. I mean, we'll kind of see what... Oh, that did not do much. I mean, we'll kind of see how fast the encounters rack up, and if it is taking forever and ever and ever, we'll see. Oh, it has recover. Fun. But I've never really minded grindy things. I may or may not do sessions of grinding off stream as well. It's gonna be a bit grindier, but think of the excitement when we do eventually get a shiny. Maybe the encounter table did switch over. It's not supposed to. Is Growlithe only going to show up pre-7 p.m.? Shouldn't, though. Level 5. We don't have to fight them all either. I'm just kind of leveling Growlithe at the same time. If we get up to decently high levels, we can just start running away from encounters, and that tends to go faster. Level Merlin up, make Merlin strong. Demand power. Oh no, it's gone to Merlin's head. Send help. Did I get an answer on Pokemon naming? Well, so the first one that jumps to mind for you would be like Poochyena, Mightyena, because of Miller, and at that point I might as well just name it Miller. I think for Yalk, I actually want to say Leavanny from Gen 5, because Leavanny sews together leaves and makes their own clothes and things. And I think that's the closest to like a crafty Pokemon that we have. But Leavanny wouldn't be available in this gen. So I'd have to think about that. Any crafty Pokemon we can get within this gen. I don't know. We'll have to see what we run into. Okay, good. We can still get Growlithe after 7. Excellent. It is nice that it came with a smoke ball, because then it's just instant fleeing. Roof roof. I mean, we could do both Mightyena and Houndoom. The first one we encounter can be Miller, and the second one we encounter can be Yalk between the two. Pity that neither of my Pokemon has pickup. I can also catch some of these. But you know. Okay, maybe what we should do is go a little bit further on, defeat some of those trainers to be able to buy more Pokeballs, and then come back to settle in. Have to split you up because who would want two similar Pokemon in their party? I mean, I have played some games, man. Some of my teams are not at all diverse, and I do not care. I once ran through a game, I think, with a party of entirely normal types. Sometimes that's just how it is. Oh, a Croagunk? Interesting. And to be clear, we might be hunting on this route because it's like, oh yeah, there's Growlithe here, there's a lot of cool Pokemon here, but the shiny we find is the shiny we get. We can kind of target something, but fun of the random encounter method is that you don't really know. Ooh, Smeargle! That's a good one, Merlin! Oh god, Merlin learned Magma Storm? Nope, Merlin's got it. Yalk would be a Smeargle, I think. It's even an Omnicrafter because it can learn anything. It's perfect. Is Ursaring your favorite? That's a good favorite to have. Ursaring is badass. Oh look, another ground type. Yalk throughout his life has been called a giant teddy bear by many people. Aww. Okay, yes, Ursaring would also be acceptable. We'll see what we manage to find first. Yes, let's go. We're at level 6 and level 9. Merlin level. Yeah, let's progress a little further and take out some of the trainers just to get more money. Oh, I should catch a Hoot Hoot. Maybe. Hoot Hoot with Snow Warning is concerning. Hey, Resolute Force. I am doing a badge quest, which is a shiny hunting quest where before I take on each gym leader, I have to have found a shiny Pokemon first. So we've only just started. We're kind of exploring. Oh, that's a fun graphical glitch. It should reset if I encounter something. Oh, interesting. How long has it been since I saved? Wheel. I should have saved more often. I knew this game was a little buggy. Okay, Mom, see you later. Yeah, we're gonna have to reset here. I need to save more often. I love that the flowers in the background are still moving. We might have to recatch a couple Pokemon. I don't think I saved after catching Merlin. I'm sorry, Merlin. Yeah, it's an emulator, unfortunately. I do not have the right setup. I own Soul Silver, and I actually own it in cartridge, but I don't have the right setup to be able to stream from it, unfortunately. No, we'll go recatch you. Oh, I haven't even defeated Silver yet. I need to save more often. Oops. Well, lesson learned. Let's fight him again. Him and his Carnivine. But this is also a randomized game. So, that's Diglett. No, it's not a Diglett. So what shiny we find is going to be real interesting. And so the Pokemon stats are unchanged. Pokemon typing and evolutions are unchanged. Their movesets are randomized. And their abilities are randomized. Oh gosh, I hate that. Don't like that. And Pokemon encounter locations are randomized. Trainer Pokemon are randomized. So it's gonna be interesting. Level 7. And level 8. Thank you, Carnivine. I'm gonna leave the encounter counter where it is, just because we did do all of those encounters, and none of them were shiny. Oh, right. I kind of imagine that his trainer card just kind of stuck to me when he shoved me. Yes, I will save much more often. I am diligently writing things in my diary. I will find you again, Merlin, I promise. Oh no, that's the cut tree. This way. I can use the emulator save function too. Yeah, the save state, that's true. A save, a channel points reminder. I can do that. All right. Speed our way through this dialogue we've already come to. Get accused of theft again. Every time we hydrate, we save. I could do that. The question is remembering. Right, his name is Silver. Because that's his name. That's always been his name. Bye. And Ethan's work here is done. Thanks, I guess. Okay, thanks, bye. Have an egg. Still, just an egg. I do like that they lampshade it, since this is a remake, that like, yes, originally this was something incredible, but now it's just an egg. It's always been his name, and we are not in a time loop. No, definitely not. Alright, go talk to Mom. A delicious, delicious egg. Lick the Togepi. Yes. Save my money. Buy stuff. I am really curious to see if the stuff that she buys for me will get randomized too. Alright, now we'll go do the catching tutorial with Ethan. Hi. I can catch wild Pokemon with Pokeballs. Can you give me some Pokeballs? A Slowpoke. Not a Marill. I'm so concerned. This thing knows Judgment. Swords Dance, Power Swap, Judgment, and Mist. Best scrambled eggs are 30% butter by weight, extremely small curd, and served on sourdough. Ooh, that does sound good. I usually add milk to mine and just make them big and fluffy. I've never thought of adding butter to them, actually. I always just slopped in milk. Milk and dill. Ooh, dill would be good. Yay, Pokeballs. Alright, let's save again. Just so much saving. Ooh, rosemary, garlic, and scrambled eggs? That's cool, too. Interesting. I guess I'm learning that my scrambled eggs are boring. Although I did usually put ketchup on them. Oh, a Happiny! Cute! Oh, I've got 10 HP. I need to go heal. Chansey will be tank. Nope. Ah yes, this is one of those games where running up to a sign will automatically make you read it. Oh right, Mom doesn't heal us in this game. Elm heals us in this game. At least it's right in front of the door. Or right across from the door, rather. Okay. Let's go find Merlin. Again. And also this item again. The zoo rail. Babies. So many babies on this route. Find you, you're lost, you need an adult. Poor lost baby Merlin. I've got bad news. I don't think you're gonna find an adult. Oh yeah, that's true. Yelk's an adult. We're fine. Everything is fine. No, you're not, Kitty. You're a Kitty. Same brain cell. I love it. Perfect. A Swinub? What's with all these early ground types? I'm sort of a grown-up. I have to be a grown-up when dealing with all of my students at work. Does that count? I just don't know. All right. Hey, there we go. During a normal playthrough, I don't think so. Because it would just be exactly the same as the regular game. This particular one that I'm playing, I have randomized it, and one of the settings in the randomization program was to change impossible evolutions. So, like, Kadabra and Graveler in this particular cartridge will evolve in a different way. I think probably at a really high level. But if you were just playing like the regular unrandomized vanilla emulator, probably not, because you wouldn't be able to trade. Oh, Merlin, you have ducklings at work? Cute. I presume you mean junior colleagues and not literal ducklings, although having literal ducklings would also be awesome. Oh no, I'm the adult. Okay, we're gonna save. We are saving. The work-study students? Yes. Geese are not as cute. Geese are definitely not as nice. Also, hey Marie, how you doing? Pokemon is looking around restlessly for something. Let's put Merlin at the front of our party. Oh good, it's still holding a smoke ball. Oh, this time you're sassy. That works. Oh, and this time you have Hyper Cutter instead of Volt Absorb. Interesting. Prevents the attack stat from being lowered. I mean, that's good. So sassy, Merlin. Geese are cobra chickens. Oh, a hydrate. I has a hydrate. Hydrate and saved rate. I just saved. And luckily I have a super effective move. How many Pokemon are on this route? But yes, I will do another save. Well, head pats. Head pats are good. Head pats for all. Ta-da! That's the jingle that means I saved the game. Hoppets. Not gonna lie, a shiny Hoppip would be great. I have one in one of my games. I have one in my X game, I believe. Because I think I came across it in a horde. Yalk currently running on small brain cell count. Oh no! Yalk need more tea? And or possibly sleep? Level 4. 4 hours of sleep? Merlin, go home and go to bed. Naps for chat. Ugh, yeah, naps for everybody. Naps are fantastic. No, go home now, go to sleep. Or I mean, just sleep now. Didn't you say that the library is usually dead in the evenings? Or has that changed a little bit now that the school year has started? Everyone deserves naps, hugs, head pats, cuddles, and cookies. You have one student in a study room. Ugh. Cookies are good. We like cookies. What kind of cookies? And here's that crow again. That did not do a lot of damage. Oh, I guess we're at the same level. That would be why. I was gonna say Dynamic Punch would be bad. Eee! Okay, come on, Merlin. You got this. Yay! Good job. Oh, sugar cookies with meringue? Ooh, yummy. I'm really picky about my sugar cookies, though. They have to be nice and soft. I don't like crunchy ones. Or ones that are too crispy. They are soft? Ooh. It sounds delicious then. 1 HP. 1 HP. This is fine. Oh yeah, Apricorn. One HP is fine. I've got a smoke ball. 1 HP is fine. Apricorn. Gurn one. Gurn. I love snickerdoodles. You are absolutely right, Resolute Force. I love snickerdoodles. That's actually what I used to make when I was a kid, when I was like, you know, between 10 and 12. I used to make snickerdoodles just because I wanted them. That was like the only cookie I knew how to make. So I just made them all the time. Yeah, exactly, Rubik. Gurn Lagan. Gurn. Ooh, ginger snaps. Again, I'm not a huge fan of like super crunchy cookies. I love ginger cookies that are like really soft and gooey. Like ginger molasses cookies are wonderful. Let's go gain a few more levels. Azurill. A baby. Ginger masalas. Don't know that I've had those. Make a batch with cinnamon and cloves. Oh, that would be really good. Now you're just making me want spice cookies. Level up. Where's that happening again? I want to save our Pokeballs just in case we happen to run across a very, very, very lucky shiny before we manage to buy too many more, though. Because the problem with waiting until... Oh, molasses. Okay. I was gonna say, I wasn't sure... Because masala is a thing. So I wasn't sure if that was what you meant. But yeah, so the one problem with a badge quest is you tend to run low on money. Because if you're putting off the badge and the entire next stage of the game, there's only so many people you can fight. later on we might have ways to mitigate that, like with payday or pickup or something. But at the beginning, we're gonna have to be a little bit careful. Yeah, exactly, like ginger masala chai tea. That would be really good. Level 6. And Merlin learned Magma Storm, which is concerning. And we'll do another save. Yeah, I forgot this ROM is a bit buggy, unfortunately. But that kind of is what it is. Some of the later NDS and 3DS games just be like that. Let's see about taking on some of these trainers up here. Get a little more cash. Merlin the Fire Wizard. A Phoebus? Okay. What does Magma Storm even do? Crab Hammer? Oh, I hate it. Oh my. And trapped by swirling magma. I can talk, I swear. Interesting. It's true, Phoebus do get that glow up. Crab hammer. How is it doing a crab hammer with those ickle little fins? It's the top fin. It's just like flipping over and head smashing us, is what you're saying? It brought in the Krabby as a friend, maybe. Invisible Krabby. Aww. Andrew rocking a sleeping baby until he got hungry and whiny. I do like that you clarify that it was Henry that got sleepy and whiny and not my brother. Excellent. I did see the pictures. They were so cute. Tiny potato baby. Right? Exactly, Yalk. I was like, yeah, it sounds like Andrew. Oh, wait. Yes, up. Up and around. There we go. Alright, let's save again. And let's see if we can take on a trainer or two. I just lost, so I'm trying to find more Pokemon. Wait, you look weak. Come on, let's battle. Most of us here are sleepy. That's true. We were just all talking about how good a nap would be. Oh, Elite Trader Joey. With his incredible Rattata. Judgment. Why? How? I guess just because it's a normal type move, but still. Luckily it didn't do a whole lot. My goodness. Oh, that was it. Okay then. Hey, can I get your number? I'll ring you up to battle. Yes, please. Because like I was saying, money might Money might become an issue, so rematches are good. Andrew said he was rocking himself to sleep. Yeah, that sounds right. I can't imagine that he slept much. You're a Pokemon trainer, right? Then you have to battle. Another elite trainer. Ooh, Trapinch. Interesting. Interesting. Luckily, it's only level 2. And there's that Diglett. Again, luckily we got... Ooh, this could be a problem, but it's only level 4. Damn it! Well, this is why we saved. Because Maria can't hit it. Should have gotten that Phoebus. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Again, though, I'm down to 3 Pokemon. Oh! Interesting. But yeah, I can't actually hit it with anything. And Earth Power's OP. Okay, so note to self. Get a few more levels on Merlin. Possibly catch something else. You know what? You can't kill me, I quit. Oh, that joke will only be funny. Okay, good. You can't kill me, I quit. Ah, that actually took it out. Will this count as winning the fight? Or no? We'll find out. Tickle dig, tickle dig, tickle dig. Trio, trio, trio. Man, I love early Pokemon anime. Thank you, Nurse Joy. Thanks, Nurse Joy. Sorry, Nurse Joy. Merlin is still baby. I'll have to hopefully find a Firestone somewhere. Oh, right. Increment my counter. Eventually it'll become muscle memory to do that. And the Growlithe is too. Daw, Yalk. There we go, level 7. I do kind of want to see about catching one of those Happiny. If I manage to find one. the big pig that can't swim. I still have so many concerns about the Mamoswine in that last playthrough. Like, serious questions, concerns. I realize that trying to fight level 2 Pokemon is not a speedy way to level up. Someday I'll remember I have to go past this house. Nope, it did not count as a win. Note to self. All gyms are just the first 8? I mean, I guess we'll see how long it takes us to go through the first 8. I was kind of thinking all of them. But it might be a very, very long playthrough in that case. Depends how quickly y'all get bored and stop watching me. Nelk is going to flop into bed and rub Miller's tum. That's a good plan. Enjoy that. Give Miller extra scritches and love for us, and have a good night. Alright. Come on, Diglett. Haha! Got there. Just needed another couple levels. Yeah, Yalk is already bored and leaving us. It's alright. I'll just shiny hunt by myself. It's fine. Yeah, got there. Now we save. You keep me company for another 10 whole minutes? Okay, I appreciate that. You and Randus are both gonna leave me at the same time. Oh, that's a wild encounter. Not the trainer. Oh no? No D&D tonight? It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Math Rocks got pushed? Oh, okay. So later Math Rocks. Hello? Oh, I'm not a trainer, but if you look one in the eyes, prepare to battle. I was gonna say, hello? This is a trainer. Instead of a bug Pokemon, I found a trainer. Manager? Okay, you heard. Anyone that wants to talk to the manager, here he is. Oh, and he actually has bugs. Interesting. Did I not randomize trainers? I thought I randomized. Oh yeah, I definitely randomized trainers, because otherwise that other one would not have had a Trapinch. Duh. Level 8. Wooper. Well, it's gonna have to be Merlin. Let's try Magma Storm. Flash Fire. Well, this is a problem. We just keep running into impossible scenarios. Manager has bugs to listen in on you without you knowing. That is concerning. Well, R.I.P. Maria. We keep running into impossible scenarios here. I definitely need a couple more Pokemon. But first I need more Pokeballs. you're too strong. Self-destruct has oddly come in handy. I know, right? Weird. Alright, let's retreat and heal. Just in case that happens again. And yeah, we should definitely also see about catching another Pokemon or two. Good thing healing is free. I mean, all it costs is a little bit of backtracking. It's fine. When we're doing free internships, it better be. Yeah, it's true. I don't have the money to heal. All my money is going to Pokeballs, which actually I should be able to... Oh, there's two dudes in here now. Bye. Airmail. Oh, heal balls for 300. I don't have that much money though. Do you have regular Pokeballs? You do. Excellent. Give 17. That's as many as I can afford. I also get a Premier Ball as a bonus, but only one. Okay. That's a little better. Save. But what if, like, every other RPG had had a fee with it? Yeah, we suffer. We drink our potions and suffer like men. Or whatever. Magikarp. What is with the fish in this route? Oh, it survived. What? Good lord. Apparently I do need a fish. This fish has terrible stats. Magikarp use Explosion. I am tempted by the Magikarp. You know what? YOLO. It'll be a Gyarados eventually. Let's see if we can catch it in a Premier Ball, just for lols. Well, maybe I should have saved the Premier Ball for my shiny. That's okay. I'm sure we'll come up with more. Yes, good. Magikarp. Magikarp's data was added to the Pokedex. For no reason, it jumps and splashes about, making it easy for predators like Pidgeotto to catch it mid-jump. Aww. Give a nickname? Yes. Quick, what's a Namazu name? Ooh, no, I know. Hang on. I got this. Do I have enough characters? I have enough characters, but not enough spaces. Because eventually it's going to be a Gyarados. Not holding an item. This is the big one. It's a lonely nature, which is up attack, which is good. Its ability is Speed Boost, and it knows currently Clamp and Hydro Pump at level 3. God, I love randomizing games. Let's go heal the fish. Yeah, flip-flop, flip-flop. I mean, yes, it knows Hydro Pump, but it still has garbage stats, so it's not like it's going to be doing a lot of damage with Hydro Pump, but it's still funny that it has it. have a carp. Let's save.
I'm probably oversaving now, but whatever. It's fine. Talking about speed.
Yeah, speed boost is ridiculous. Now see, the ability could change when it evolves into Gyarados. In fact, it probably will. But who knows what it'll change into. No, that's not what I meant to switch. Let's switch Big One to the front so they get some XP. Oh no, look at how sad this is. Fish just bouncing. I wish it had like a more dynamic floppy animation, but this is still really funny. Okay, I can totally take out an Azurill. Herp. Look at it flop. The only problem is Hydro Pump only has 5 power points. Okay, that did a decent amount. Giga Impact? What? Oh my god. Needs cheap shoes? Oh, it does. That would be so funny. But where would it... It doesn't have feet, though. Would it just stick the cheap shoes onto, like, its little fins? Oh, this is going to be so much back and forth. Bye, Merlin. Have a safe drive home. So yeah, like I said, this run is going to be significantly more grindy than my previous run. But I kind of enjoy grinding. And we've got Carby to play with. And I'm going to look into adding that Pokemon community game chatbot thing so that you guys can entertain yourself while I encounter endless mountains of Pokemon looking for a shiny. And then eventually we'll find a shiny and it'll be super, super exciting. And who knows what it'll be. Missed! Why does the Nincada know Psychic? It's level 2. Like, this is ridiculous and I love it. I feel like it'll probably get less ridiculous once we're up at higher levels and some of these moves feel a little more appropriate, but right now it's just ridiculous. Missed again? My goodness. Learn to aim. Missed again? Golly, come on. It's not... Forewarn isn't causing it to miss, is it? Because all that does is tell you what one of the moves is. It doesn't affect anything, I don't think. I could be wrong, though. It's fine. This is the fastest Magikarp in existence. It has to heal after, like, every other battle anyway, so the low amount of power points doesn't really matter. Yay, level 4! Oh, and its speed is already 12? Guys, this Magikarp is broken. Ooh, regular Meryl. Ethan, I think your Meryl escaped. I want probably Maria. Oh, it knows magic code. This will not be... Well, this will be interesting anyway. Because it still does the damage. Yeah, there we go. If we knock it out, it's fine. You only ever want to play it after you get rid of it? We'll just maybe stop selling it. Oh. Uh-oh. I wonder why this keeps happening. It's fine, we've been saving way more often. Everything's fine. It's just something about the encountering it doesn't like. No, Magikarp. Poor Magikarp. Oh, there's that Happiny. See if it survives a Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump doesn't have... Blaze Kick is interesting. Its little nubbins. Is it one of the 70% accuracy ones? That would make sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, what are we gonna name a Happiny? Maybe I'll just call it Lucky. It carefully carries a round white rock that it thinks is an egg. It's bothered by how curly its hair looks. Oh! No, be confident, little Happiny. You're adorable. I love you. Let's call her... Name it after the Sultana. Oh, that's a great idea. Nanamo. I'm not holding myself to any sort of a particular name theme in this game. Save the game. But yeah, you're right. Nanamo is perfect for a Happiny Chansey Blissey. Okay, let's take a... Oh, she's holding an item. She's holding TM68. Whatever that is. We'll find out in a minute. Brave Nature. Thick Fat ups resistance to fire and ice type moves. That's good. And she currently knows Yawn and Blaze Kick, which is entertaining. Okay, okay. A good little puff. Take the item. Receive the TM68. Bag. I'll probably adjust my layout so that it is showing the bottom screen, just smaller. I want TMs and HMs. Oh, it's Facade. An attack move that doubles its power if the user is poisoned, paralyzed, or has a burn. Interesting. Actually, I guess I should check. Can anyone actually learn that at the moment? Nope. Nobody can currently learn that. Yeah, I didn't realize how much in this game actually was on the bottom screen. I'll adjust my layout before next stream. Miss number 1. I don't think I've ever really used Hydro Pump before, so I never realized quite how garbage its accuracy is. It's okay. Hopefully we will learn better moves soon. Maybe replace the Poke Sprites with the bottom screen? I could do that, yeah. Or I was thinking move, because I've currently got the top screen centered, maybe move it over to one side and put the smaller screen in the corner, or the bottom screen in the corner a bit smaller. I'll play around with it and see what looks best. Burp! Level 10 is its only level up move. That's true. I don't know. I know what settings I used, but I don't remember exactly. I don't know how it works. Like, I don't know if it replaces every move. Because Magikarp wouldn't have started out with 2 moves. It would have only started out with 1. But now it has 2. So I don't know if the randomization of the movesets has added extra level up moves or not. We'll have to see. I don't know if it's just sort of replaced every slot a Pokemon would have had a move, or if it's just completely randomized that as well. Should be able to knock it out, I hope. Oh no, definitely not. Oh, now it's a race. Let's just switch. But I should be able to, yeah, knock it out before it puts me to sleep. Yay, level 4. No, I can't put Merlin to sleep. She's driving home. Yeah, that definitely sounds dangerous. Let's avoid that. Yay, 4 Pokemon. Come back every time. Do another save. Half this stream is saving, but that's okay. Yeah, that one hit. Good job, big one. I like Blaze Kick doing 1 damage. That's nice. I like 2 hits in a row. That's really nice. I mean, it is better than 50%. It just... like the other battle, I missed 3 times in a row. Oh, and now Clamp misses. Really? Fried Magikarp. There it goes. That's the other benefit of having Happiny on an early route. They also give a lot of XP. Okay, let's switch and put Nanamo at the front so she can get 3 out of 5 is typically what I expect out of a 70 accuracy move. Yeah, it sounds about right. Oh, she roll. Or she rock, I guess. Another benefit of the Chansey line. Very high defense and HP. Well, very high HP, somewhat high defense. I believe to this day, Blissey still has the highest HP stat of any non-Mega Pokemon. I think there's like 1 or 2 of the Mega evolutions that have a higher HP than her. But Blissey is still the highest normal Pokemon for HP. Look at her just bouncing along behind us. Oh, 3 misses out of 5 attacks? Yeah. Unfortunately. Electricity's power was weakened. Well, good job I'm using fire then. Here we go, level 4. Yeah, look at that. HP going up by 4 already. Oh, that's new. Interesting. Meditite. And it knows hail. Okay. It's fine. It's just chip damage. And it's chip damage that hits the opponent too. Hard-boiled is the thing they use, so they need a high HP pool. Yeah, it's true. Ooh, the Meditite is talking. I cannot. The Meditite has Poison Point. That's extremely unfair. Let's throw in Merlin. Here we go. Meditite down, and Merlin Poison too. It's okay. The Pokemon Center is right there. Ah yes, and this is Gen 4, where the poison doesn't actually faint you. Well, you know what? If my emulator is going to randomly freeze, I prefer that it would freeze going into battle rather than like randomly in battle. Because can you imagine getting into a battle with a shiny and then it just freezes? At least this way we never actually get into the battle, so we can't tell. Also, the mental image of this tiny little Azurill just howling its heart out. Almost level 5. Alright, this Happiny is also going to know Blaze Kick. Maybe that's what causes the freeze. They're all shinies. Oh no! That would be horrible. But I mean, hey, we'll never know. Oh, sleepy. Sleepy fish. Oh, I love it. Its speed keeps raising even when it's asleep. Amazing. Fastest fish in the world. Can't be burned if it's asleep. Nope. There we go. Good job, big one. Nanamo grew to level 5. Nanamo learned Leer. Slightly less than helpful. Again, these encounters will start going by a lot faster when I stop training and just start running from them all. But right now I just want to get a few levels on the babies. Because 64 encounters in like 2 hours seems bad, but we've also been doing a lot of the dialogue and the plot stuff. Such a cute little squeaky cry. Alright, fish. I mean, you can. I do in Sword and Shield, but that's because there's an actual method to it. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to hit the desk there. With the overworld encounters that show up in Sword and Shield, if you knock the Pokemon out, there's a 50% chance that the same species will respawn. If you run away, then it just re-rolls the encounter table to see what respawns. So if you're hunting for something in particular, either shiny hunting or like, you know, nature hunting, gender hunting, whatever, and you're looking for a particular species in an area where several spawn, it can be beneficial to just run away from encounters that aren't the one you want and knock out the ones that are the one you want, because then it'll keep cycling. Alright, will this last Hydro Pump hit? Oh, it does! Excellent. Running sounds like weakness. I mean, maybe. Not all of us are Mega Trainers, Randus. Golly. I love this Magikarp. clamp and hydro pump and nothing in between. Level up again for Nanamo. And level up for the big one. Excellent. Oh, I love baby stats. Just seeing the plus zeros is always mildly disheartening. Another save. Oh, casually cracked my wrists there. Everything's fine. I'm just old and crackly. Everything's fine. Meryl! Over to Maria. Not sure if you ever played games like DQ8, but it used to track times fled on the Shame States card. Oh no! Keeping that number as low as possible is like a tick for you at this point in all games, so that's fair. I had no idea that was even a thing. Place. Oh, duh, it's an ice type. It's an ice type that knows Sacred Fire. Okay. Hi, Ho-Oh. You're looking very small and furry today. I love that it did like 2 damage. And Blizzard! Sir, why does your Blizzard get the hit and my Hydro Pumps don't? Oh, all so close. So close to another level up. Yawn! Dangerous. Danger, danger. Merlin, stay awake. Yeah, Swinimps always look really furry to me. No, Merlin! I love Blaze Kick doing like 1 HP. I mean, again, because it's not very effective, but also Happiny has garbage attack stats. There we go. Everything's fine. Merlin's awake. We're all good. Nanamo grew to level 7. Happiny looks like Henry with his little top knot hats. Yeah, kinda. A little bit. Let's switch Magic Cart back to the front, although I think I need to heal. I love this fish just dragging itself along behind me. You feel like it should at least, like, bounce or something? But no, it's just It's hoverfish. Nice. Splash only works in water. Yeah, something like that. It's just like hovercrafting its way over the grass. It's fine. It's not even splash. The original Japanese word is something more like hop or bounce, which is why Pokemon like Hoppip and Azurill also know it. It's just that in Gen 1, the only Pokemon that knew that move was Magikarp. So they decided to translate it as Splash and then kind of got stuck with it. Speaking of Azurill, oh, still so concerned that it knows Giga Impact. I should start setting up Yelp, or start setting up Clamp first, just for the chip damage. Just like the idea of Hoppip mid-flight jumping in a puddle of water and just like flinging it around. Oh, that's so cute! That is a cute mental image. Because, I mean, it's a plant. It makes sense that it would be splashing around in puddles. It needs water, too. Although I think, so as a kid, I always got really confused, and I was convinced that Azurill and Marill and Azumarill were part water type. Which Marill and Azumarill are, but Azurill is not. Azurill is pure normal, I believe. And I think it was because it's blue, and also it knew Splash. So I was always like, it should be a water type. Why aren't my electric attacks super effective? So I have two, on the ones on my wrists. So they're both from Final Fantasy XIV. This one here is the job symbol for the white mages. And then this one is the symbol that appears when you craft a high quality item. Final Fantasy XIV is one of my all-time favorite games. Nope, that Hydro Pump did not hit. Oh, are you gonna copycat Hydro Pump on me? Oh my gosh, and yours hits, of course. Although, I don't know, copycat might not be able to miss. I don't remember exactly how that works. Wouldn't that be sad, though? You copycatted something and then it just immediately misses? Stone Edge? Ooh. That's sure a move for a Hoot Hoot. Let's Thunderbolt it into oblivion. scent. Oh, guys, did you know owls apparently smell nice? It's a hoot hoot fact. There we go. Eight whole XP points. Do we know what attacks the Sentret has? I don't think so. Oh, Mega Kick. Okay, that's one. I'm right back at ya, but with fire. And hopefully this knocks it out. Yes, good. Just exchanging kicks. It's fine. Okay. Getting to the point where we are earning very few XP. So let's put Merlin back in the lead since they're carrying that trusty smoke ball. And head back to the route where we're actually hunting. Oh, nope, that's the cut tree. Alright. It is 8:30. Maybe save? Yeah, I was gonna. And it is 8:30, so now that we are here and prepped to start actually hunting in earnest, I think I will call it for the night. For the week. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me for this new adventure. I really appreciate it. I've been watching a lot of Shiny Hunters lately on YouTube and on Twitch, and it's given me the bug that I want to try one of these myself. So thank you for coming along with me on this journey. Thank you to my followers and subscribers. I super, super appreciate it. I will be back Sunday with crafting as usual. I'll be working on my hexagon quilt that I have been for the last however many Sundays. But until then, stay safe, stay healthy, hydrate, maybe go take a nap. Naps are fantastic. Let me see if there's anybody up to raid. Don't know. Ducks. I will send you toward ducks again. Enjoy the ducks. Everyone have a really good night.